Hey, this is Shiraz, and before we get started, I just want to let you know that when I clear something for someone, when I cause a shift, I tend to yawn and cough from the energetic shift that happens. I don't know why it happens. It's just how my body works. And if you don't know that, you're going to listen to this video and go, what the hell is wrong with this guy? You might still think that, but now there's more of an explanation. The other thing to keep in mind is that if you hear something that you can absolutely relate to, when I cleared for them, you can get it cleared for you too. Just say yes when they're saying yes, and it works. I have people that watch these videos every morning to get stuff cleared. This can be your new morning habit too. Okay, that's enough for that. Let's get on with the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get a great shift out of it. See you soon.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
Lots, especially this time of year, fall, this season.
Mhm.
It's in between. It's also my birth month, so there's
Oh,
lots happening. Yeah,
happy
yeah.
birthday.
Well, thank you very much, and hello everyone. Thank
What are
you,
you
by the
working
way, for your story. I appreciate so much. I wanted to put in the chat sharing your story, the way you started this out. It was just really so compelling and revealing, and I also appreciate the vulnerability and learning more kind of about you and also this work through that example, especially through racism, because that was also fascinating. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, what are we working on?
Right. So gotta pull
And I
something.
want you guys to
Yeah.
notice this. It's a wonderful, loving moment, but what's happening is the subconscious is distract. Let's not get to it, right? So that's what's happening internally right now. I do appreciate the compliments, though. Okay, so
I do
let's.
think there is some of that where I am nervous about it. At the same time, though, I really am deeply appreciative. So I
Oh
will
no, I
own
get that. I
mine.
get that.
I will own and take what's mine. And I also want to say there's some props. I got many things, so I got to choose. I could use your help. I think there's a confluence, with many things, how they're attached, they're connected. So
Okay.
I'm going to say I've had these incredible, like debilitating health issues that have just been getting worse,
Okay.
really affecting every quality of my life, and also my finances, my financial, my relationship with money, which has been this ongoing life story. I sense and know where they are connected, right? It's not that they're separate necessarily, but it also shows up often, and I'm seeing them as, these separate pulls and experiences. But I sense they're connected to part of the same thing.
Okay.
So,
So, is it okay to have lots of money?
so please say that again.
Is it okay to have lots of money?
Yes.
Not coming up true.
And I felt it is my want desire, but I could feel that other place. Yes.
It's interesting because the question that's coming up is, who are you betraying by having lots of money?
I don't feel that I'm betraying someone as much as I feel this is just, I'll just start out and you'll tell me whether or not it resonates. It comes from it's the self-protection. I feel like there feels like there's this place, just like with, if I'm healthy and vibrant, my story from being a very highly sensitive person, it's an energetic thing that also opens me more. And I'm also more exposed is my sense of where I get caught.
Okay. What's wrong with being exposed?
um Me being exposed, coming back to my turning point story, really young, being hit in the solar plexus at one of the most spiritually, emotionally, like wide open moments I had with going to share with someone in like a nursery school, and turning around and being hit in the solar plexus that literally sent shock waves that are still
Okay.
in my energy field.
And you're trying to make sure that never happens again.
Yes, because it feels like that moment, which was joyous and wonderful and light, that feeling of being open and expansive. When I think of being prosperous,
Yeah.
right, being healthy, it feels like it's also being aligned with that energy and standing in that place.
So basically, you've anchored this instance, and in order to make sure you never feel like that again, you've created this reality.
I believe my sense of
The reality
yes.
is I'm not in a place of joy and openness and expansiveness. I'm in pain. I don't have a lot of money. And that keeps me from that joy, which protects me. Because if I go into joy, then someone's going to punch me in the stomach. I'm going to feel exactly the way I felt again. But that's not true.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the story that's running in your head. So, okay. So, are you willing to step out of the story that if you allow yourself to feel true joy, you will get hurt again like you did before?
Yes.
Do you want to punish the person that punched you?
No.
That's not coming up true. And here's the interesting thing with the way we tend to punish people that put us down, hurt us, and do things like that is oftentimes what you do is you make your life suck so you can blame them. And your mind thinks, now I'm hurting them because this is their fault and I'm making it their fault by screwing up my life. But really, that person doesn't even think about you and they've moved on and that's it.
Right.
So all you're doing is creating a restriction on yourself and hurting yourself because at some level you're getting this. That's where your joy is. I'm punishing them every moment. I'm keeping my life this way.
So, Shiraz, may I say that because there's a place that even though I said yes to the joy place, I do appreciate joy is easier for me.
Yep.
It is still an opening up, an expansiveness, a light. I don't, there's a.
Yeah. Do you ever let yourself get to that space that you were before?
Do I ever let myself get to that place?
Yeah.
Where I was that open like I was that day? Then
yes, exactly.
I believe not that. No, not in that way.
No. I mean, that was a big no. I'm not going that. That's
Hell no.
Right. But you can get there and that's not going to happen to you. It's the fear that might happen to you.
Yes.
Everything in place right
now. I can feel like that impact almost, and I'm just trying to I'll keep it at bay from experiencing that, literally that impact.
Okay.
Again.
So how old were you when that happened?
Like 4 or 5 years old, no older than 5.
Okay. Are you willing to stop being 4 when it comes to protecting yourself from that emotion?
Yes.
The thing you have to remember is it wasn't the pain of the impact that hurt you, it was the emotional impact. That's really the problem. And the 4-year-old did not have the emotional fortitude that you have. So if you were to put yourself in that place of joy and someone actually did come up and punch you in the stomach right now, you wouldn't be like, oh my God, that same thing's happening. You'd be like, what the fuck is your problem? Things like that. That's where you would be at this point because you've built that mental fortitude. And when you get that you're not going to feel that emotion again, unless you choose to, you can let it go. Because you can choose every emotion you experience. Right now, you've been choosing that if that ever happens, I'm going to choose that same emotion, thinking you have no choice but to choose that emotion. Okay. So I'm going to hit that again. Are you willing to step out of the story that if someone disrupts your joy, you will absolutely feel that way again?
Yes.
And are you willing to step out of that story that you learned that day that you are absolutely never allowed to feel that much joy?
Please say that again, Shiraz.
Are you willing to step out of the story you learned that day that you were absolutely never allowed to feel that much joy?
Yes.
Okay. How's that feel?
A moment ago for the second question, I just felt like I was just ready to just to cry. And then there's also this sensation in my solar plexus, right? Which is where I was tapped, that I feel like this tingling, this sensation,
Yeah.
the presence there, kind of.
Yeah. And here's the thing, the solar plexus is the center for self-esteem. So you're literally punched in your self-esteem, and it's affected the rest of your life. But it doesn't have to keep affecting the rest of your life.
I'm in agreement with that. That's what I would like.
Mm-hmm.
Conscious mind says.
Yeah.
Right. And it's the subconscious that I'm really very open to switching that story, being in alignment with it. Right.
Okay. Are you willing to step out of the story that you need to hold on to this pain to keep punishing that person that hit you?
Yes.
And are you willing to step out of the story that you don't have the capacity to get to that place of joy anymore?
May I say that again, please?
Are you willing to step out of the story that you don't have the capacity to get to that place of joy anymore?
Yes.
Good. Ooh. How's that feel?
Sensation around my solar plexus area has changed. It feels a little like wavy and lighter.
Yeah. You're letting all this crap go.
Crap is polite. PC term.
The PC term.
Yeah.
Yes. It felt correct in this moment, but yeah, in the group sessions, they're swearing. Trust me, because that stuff that comes out, some of it really calls for swearing.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. You good?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like. And if you had a shift of your own, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Also, check out the description for energetic magic events that you can attend every single month. Be well, be aware, and be magical.